Hey everyone, welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw a Goblin barrel from Clash Royale. We're going to get started at the top of our page with the eye. So I'm going to start on the left side. I'm going to be drawing an oval. Starting from the top, curve around towards the sides, and then back up towards the top. We're going to leave a gap in the center and draw the same thing on the right side. So we're going to line up the top of the oval, curve around, and then back up towards the top. In the inside center of these eyes, we're going to draw in the iris. So we're going to draw a smaller circle right in the middle. Do the same thing on the right side. Now on the top left of the circle, we're going to draw a smaller circle for a highlight, just tucked up against the edge of the eye. And then in the center of the iris, we're going to draw a small circle for the pupil. And we're going to tuck this in underneath the highlight. So starting at the bottom of the highlight, we'll just circle around. We'll fill that in black. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now from here, I want to move in between the eyes and draw the nose. So we're going to step down just a little bit. We're going to draw almost like a circle with an open end at the top. Starting on the left side, circle around, and then back up. On these two top points, we're going to curve up and in. Just pulling them inwards. And then at the top, we're just going to draw a little wrinkle line, just a little curve along the top in the middle. And then on either side of the nose, we're going to draw a little curve for the nostrils. Let's move up above the eyes and draw in the eyebrow. So on the left side, we're going to start on the outside, we're going to curve around and then in. Curving up over the eye, and just aiming towards the top edge of the nose. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Curving up over the eye, and then out. On the inside, we're just going to curve these up, in towards the middle. Now we're going to draw on the top part of the eyebrow. So from the left edge, we're just going to taper in, and then just swirl it back up towards the top. So going up, come down, and then just pull it up towards the top. Let's do the same thing on the right. We're going to start on the inside, curve down, back up and around, and then out towards the side. Underneath the eyes, I just want to draw a little curve for a little eye bag. Just a little wrinkle line on either side. Let's continue down and draw in the mouth. So from left to right, we're going to draw a curve just underneath the nose. Starting on the left, going underneath the nose, over towards the right. We're going to draw on the bottom part of the mouth. We're going to connect these 2 points down towards the bottom, but on the left side here, we want to leave a little space for the tongue. So we're going to start on the right side, curve down towards the bottom, and aiming towards that top point, but we're going to stop right there. I'm going to add the tongue. From this point, we want to step in, curving out. Now we're going to swirl this back around, and then just pull it down and towards the middle. We're going to draw that little center seam of the tongue. So we're going to step over, overlap that line, curve down towards the bottom of the mouth. Now from this corner of the mouth, we just want to curve in behind the tongue. Along the top edge of the mouth, we're just going to draw a curve just below the top of the mouth with the teeth. Now we're just going to separate the teeth with a series of lines. So starting in the middle, we're just going to move over towards the right and then continue on towards the left. In the inside of the mouth, we're just going to fill that all in black. At the bottom of the mouth, right down here, we're just going to draw a little curve for the lower lip. Let's move back up towards the top of the head and draw the top here. So just above the eyebrows, right up here, from left to right, draw a curve. Going across to right about there. We're going to curve the side of the head in towards the cheekbone. So this is going to curve around the eye. So curving around the eye, and then pulling it in towards the mouth. We'll do the same thing on the right side, curving around the eye, and aiming in towards the mouth. Now I'm going to have the jaw sort of shifted over towards the left. So on this point here, we're going to curve it in and then down. On this side, we're going to curve with the mouth. So we're going to curve over and down towards the left. Now underneath this cheek, we're going to curve down towards the jaw, curving out towards the left. On this side, just underneath the cheek, we're just going to continue over towards the left. Let's connect those 2 points with a curve for the bottom of the chin. Now from the sides of the cheek, we're going to tuck in the ears. So just beside here, right in line with the eye, curve out and then down towards the left. We're going to draw a little curve, so the ear has 2 curves on the bottom edge. So from the tip, we're going to curve up Now we're going to curve down again, in behind the head. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So lining up the top of the ear, curving up and then out. We'll do that first curve, down and up, and then curve this in behind the head. We draw the inner part of the ear. So on the top of the left ear, we're going to curve down and in, and do a little swirl, curling around and then in behind the head. We'll do the same thing on the right. At the top of the ear, we'll curve in, and then hook back in the opposite direction behind the head. Now that we got the head, let's work our way down and work in the barrel. Now the hands are sort of overlapping on top of the barrel, so we're going to locate it right here, the two hands. So we're going to start on the left side, right here. We're going to curve down, just hooking around the finger, the inside edge of the finger. We're going to wrap that around and then pull that back up. We're going to continue this 4 times across towards the left. So down here, we're going to curve around, then up, stepping up against the side of the finger, going up. And then one final time. Now this finger is going to go all the way around and just beside that starting point. Curving around and then right beside that point there. Let's take that and flip it over on the right side. So lining up the first starting point right here, we'll curve down, round out the finger, and then pull that back up. Down at the bottom of the finger, we're going to do another curve. And we're going to step up against the side of the finger, draw the third finger. Now the fourth finger is going to curve around on top of the fingers and then down right beside that point. Now I'm going to connect those 2 points on the inside of the hand with a curve. Coming down in the middle and back up. We're going to step down and draw that same curve for the front edge of the barrel. Now before I draw in the rest of the barrel, I just want to draw in the leg that sort of overlaps on top on the side here. So we're going to start right in the middle here. I'm going to draw the inside part of the leg. I'm going to curve this up just underneath the jaw. We're going to curve around the ankle, curving back down. Now we're going to curve in the opposite direction in behind the hand. So now we've got the leg going up this way. We want to draw on the foot. So from the outside edge, curve around, and pull that back up. We're going to go in the opposite direction in behind the ankle like that. Right in the middle, we're going to aim towards the toe with a straight line. Now we're just going to draw some laces. So 3 little lines going across like that. On the front here, I'm just going to add a little wrinkle line for the toe. Let's add a little bit of detail to the body. So we're going to start in the middle here. On the left side, I'm going to curve from the chin in behind the leg. On this side, we're going to curve in the opposite direction down towards the center. We're going to draw that little strap. So we're going to step out, continue around with another curve. Now the shoulder is going to come around in behind this hand. So we're going to start at the top, stepping down. Just going to round out the shoulder. Now we can go in and draw in the rest of the barrel. So this curve is going to come around and in behind the head. It's almost like an oval for the top of the barrel. So let's start with the outer edge first. So right here, curve out, in behind the foot. This will continue between the foot and the head. Let's go to the right side and do the same thing. So starting up here, so we're going to continue this curve, going to the outside of the barrel. I'm going to bring this up and in towards the side of the head. Now we're going to continue with the inside edge of the barrel. So this curve, go around, in behind the foot. You might see a little bit of it in the back here. We'll go to the other side. Just drawing the inner edge, curving around, and then in behind the hand. Let's continue downwards and draw on the outside edge of the barrel. So the barrel starts from these 2 sides here, curves out, and then comes back in. But along the way, there's these little metal rings that sort of connect all the wood pieces. So starting out here on the left, we start with a curve coming slightly outwards. On the right, we'll do the same thing, coming down to right about there. We're going to connect those 2 points with a curve. Now I want to make sure that the curve in the middle is a little bit lower than the sides. So we'll start out here, curving down towards the middle, and make our way back up towards the right side. I want to draw the top edge of this ring. So from this corner, I'm going to step up, wrap around, and then just follow that same curve all the way over towards the right side. And then just swirl it around that little corner there. From these ends, I'm just going to draw 2 straight lines coming down to the edge of the metal ring. Now again, I'm going to connect those 2 points with the bottom edge of this ring. So I want to make sure that this length is the same in the middle here. So I'm going to come down to right about here. Down, right side. We're going to continue the curve of the barrel, coming down behind these metal rings and then in. So we're going to step in on the left side and start to curve it inwards. On the right side, we'll do the same thing. So we're stepping in from the metal ring here. We're going to do the same thing we did up here. We're going to connect those 2 points with another curve. Down and back up on the right side. We draw the top edge of the ring. So from this corner on the left, we're going to step up and then just circle around, following that same curve. All the way over towards the right side, and then just swirl around that little corner. Now for these points on the sides of these metal rings, we're going to just angle them inwards. On the left side here, we're just going to angle down and in. Do the same thing on the right side. And again, we're going to connect those 2 points with another curve. Move down towards the bottom, and back up on the right side. And then finally, for the bottom part of the barrel, we're going to continue these curves coming down. So from this corner, we're going to step in and just angle down and in. On the right, we'll do the same thing. Angling down and in. We'll finish this off with connecting those 2 points with a curve along the middle. And back up on the right side. We're going to add some of those little panels for the wood. In the middle here, we're going to step over towards the left. We're going to draw a little angled line going out towards the left. On the right, we're going the opposite direction. Now this side, I just want to go straight down and then just aim towards the bottom. So we're just going to slightly curve it towards the center. We're going to start with a straight line first. Let's do that on both sides. On the left side, I'm going to continue behind the metal and start to bend it in towards the center, down towards the bottom. On this side, we're going to go in the opposite direction. So we're going to start to bend towards the middle. We're going to draw another wood panel on the left side. So it's going to be tucked in behind the hand. So we'll start with a straight line first. It's going to start to curve in and then along the bottom. Do the same thing on the right. So starting with a straight line, it's going to bend. So we're going in between these metal straps and around. Over here, we're going to add a little angle line. So we're aiming these top lines in towards the center of the face. Going across like that. We're just going to follow the edge of the barrel. Just going down all the way towards the bottom. Do the same thing over here. So on this side, angle out, and then just follow that same curve on the outside of the barrel, all the way towards the bottom. We want to show a little bit of the wood panels on the back here. So right here, we're just going to draw a straight line. We're going to show the little wood panel on the inside of the barrel. So we're just going to go straight down. On this side, we're going to go up, draw a straight line coming down. Up in here, we'll add one more panel. Draw a straight line coming down. Let's go in and add a little bit of wood grain to the barrel. So just in here, I'm just going to draw an angled line going up and then just taper that back just to show a little crack in the wood. We're going to do the same thing on the bottom side here. And along the edge, we're just going to pull some random lines coming from the metal strap, working our way upwards. Do the same thing at the bottom. Just draw a few random lines coming down. Maybe add a couple down here. Maybe a couple coming up from the bottom, going up like that. Add one more on this side here. And that's pretty much it. There's our Goblin barrel from Clash Royale. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send us your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.